So Larry, look, I do want you a part of the cabinet, right?
Oh, here we go.
But there's a couple things that I demand.
Okay.
And this is a demand that I have on each and every member of the cabinet. We're talking about cabinet related things like these meetings. It's got to be cabinet members.
Absolutely.
Right?
I agree.
And otherwise it becomes a slippery slope. I actually think that your friends are a vibe, like genuinely.
Yeah, they're good.
But, you know, if I let them come along, then I got to let every other cabinet's friends come along, right?
The domino
and then
effect,
nothing gets done.
Yeah. Like
and
Cyprus.
that extends to when I go into the PD meeting, right? It's the same thing. Because when Jamal comes in there, now if Jamal does some shit, now I'm dealing with the bullshit. You know, you might get the ha-ha hee-hee. Worst case, you get out of the cabinet. Worst case for me is I got marshals breathing down my asshole, you know, and I'm dealing with a massive headache for hours on end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I apologize about that.
Is that some kind of separation that we can have when there's official business? I don't care what you do on the side, right? Is that something you'd be able to do?
Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely.
Okay, easy. Yeah. I don't want you to feel any kind of way about it. It's just, you know, it's just kind of the reality of things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're in.
I'm in. If you have me, I'm in.
All right. I love it. I think what do you want to bring to the table? And that's what I ask everybody, is that you can have a
Wait, is it this one? I can't remember. It's one of those.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you went all out.
Oh yeah. That's what I bring to the table.
Okay. The Lucky Plucka recipe has been in the Knox family for 37 generations. First man on the moon had an ox box. You know, Ventura told me. Oh my God, Ventura's brain dead. You don't even know.
How brain dead is he?
Well, I told him that I'm going to pass legislation that prevents law enforcement to be dating or marrying cop killers.
Thank God.
And he said that he doesn't believe that should be a thing because people's relationships are their business. And I said it's not when you're operating as law enforcement and have access to sensitive information. And he wouldn't get it. So I'm like, well, okay, let me give you an extreme example. What would you think if Donald Trump was Vladimir Putin? And he said that shouldn't be anyone's business. And that's when I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah. And then he's like, unless there's proof of something. And I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't understand deductive reasoning. Like, if you see something, it's a problem inherently without needing more proof. So I said, look, do you believe that we landed on the moon? And he said, oh, I was really young when that happened. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, no, none of us were born, but okay, let's try something else. Do you believe the earth is round? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, or flat. He's like, it's round. I'm like, okay, well, how do you know that? And that's when he went into this, listen, man, like some of these cops are actually brain dead. So
I wasn't born for that.
Yeah, it reminded me because you got the man on the moon picture over
That's
here.
actually pretty funny. I wasn't born for that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've started to realize that maybe cops aren't actually trying to be dicks. I think they actually are just stupid, and you're just dealing with the side effects of their stupidity.
You know, I realized that a long time ago. Sometimes you just got to fit the vibe of people, and you got to, you know, you got to work with what you got.
Maybe that's how we fix this Cyprus PD thing, is that you just need to marry off one of your Cyprus people to Den, and then you won't have to worry about it anymore. You know what I mean? You'll start learning about when raids are occurring.
That's actually a good ass idea.
Yeah. No. Let's not cross that line.
Lang and Peach getting engaged or some shit and get married.
Oh my God.
That would be a sight to see.
So you just want Lucky Plucka? That's it?
No.
You don't need to be in the cabinet for this.
No. What I'm saying is, like, what what I can turn nothing into, I turn something into. I don't know how to explain it. There's no one else in this city that I could think of that could have done what I've done with that LP. I know I bring that shit up a lot, but I promise you that's that's like my legacy right there. And it shows a lot that what I can do and what I'm capable of. I got the right people, I got the right mindset, I got the
you're able
will
to
and
make
all that.
magic with very few people in the city can.
See, what a lot of people see, they see that's all junk. They say that shit's not going nowhere. That's what people told me. That's not going nowhere. But how you gonna make money? This and that shit. I said, don't worry about it. We got something planned, and we did. And this shit was the best goddamn restaurant ever. People love that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have ideas like what some of this could be?
I do have a lot of ideas, but I want to.
I could put you on the Chamber of Commerce,
okay,
which helps businesses blow up. But I feel like you might not want to be that guy that's just going around and helping people, because it might not be as satisfying.
What you thinking?
Well, I'm not thinking anything. I tell you're a master of your own destiny. You're a member of the mayor's cabinet. I'm gonna help you succeed where you think the city has a need and you're willing to fill it. You know what I mean?
Well, I am a real big people person. Everybody love Larry.
Maybe what if you become the advocate of the people? Like,
now
people have problems on the street.
Now we're talking.
And you compile that shit.
Oh yeah.
And you come through and you're like, yo, this is what the people are saying. You know what I mean?
The streets. Oh yeah, I like that.
And obviously, I get a lot of info coming my way, but having another person that's got that and being the voice of the people, you become the people. When I'm like, Larry, what are the people saying? And then you say it.
Like Jordan,
like
a Jordan Peele
say.
skit. Oh yeah.
And then let's start with that. And then if some other shit pops up down the line, we can make that happen. You know what I mean? So I'm not putting you on the spot, because sometimes good ideas come out randomly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this mall thing. I didn't think about it until it just happened.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I love that idea. There's not me blazing. I think that's the best idea anybody could have come up with. That is a really good idea.
It's gonna be so fire. I just gotta convince, the government to carve out the warehouse up there, and
oh yeah,
bro, people buying shit with crypto and like, ugh.
And when's the last time you ever went up to Vinewood, that area specifically? No one goes up there. Now I got a reason to.
I am. You want to hear how much we cooked today?
How much?
We I'm gonna have tier 3 J6 people be able to become operate as like mall security.
Okay.
And they'll be able to brandish and shit. And the money obviously has to be stored on site. So G6 is going to transport God knows how much money to the bank. You feel where I'm going with this?
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You a smart man. You a smart man. You know. I with you. I with you, Mr. President. I with you.
I've always said, too many people are too concerned with their lives being driven by the government job bosses, right? Their lives consist of bring the tow truck here, pick up this car, get in the G6 car, pick up the bag, get it, become a cop, follow the pings, react exactly on script. Boring.
Real.
There's so much that this city has to offer, but it requires not being a lazy bitch. You know what I mean?
It requires I can't say it, but yeah, I'm picking it up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I think you feel me.
I feel you.
And I feel like this Lucky Plucka thing you showed me is exactly on that same vibe. So, welcome aboard, Larry.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Nino.
Send me an email with your state ID and I'll get your keys.
Thank you, my president. Sorry. I gotta go.
Yep. And no felonies, all right?
No felonies. I promise.